Tell I go compete. I know good my fate take away some side. No matter what you mention, so put my little song ganga. Diamonds in the rough. Oh, Kanye boom yammer. Dala bam yate. Spabili samas. Pangele shaje. Finally shining.
I'm destined for something that's bigger than what I can see. If you planted the seed, my nigga, you gotta believe. Yeah, one word at a time, I'm plotting it all on the rhymes. Yeah, the diamonds they shine, I'm hoping the message aligns. I'm ready, whatever the weather, I'm black. You know that I'm used to the pressure. I handle whatever's the measure, I'm better whenever I take an adventure. My mother told me, Hazy, never give up, baby, no way. My mother told me, Hazy, never give up, baby, no way. Hardly forsaken, cement in my place is here for the take. A man on the mission, the greatest commission. I know that the devil is shaking. Convert fear, found faith, my nigga, you know that we all straight. Convert fear, found faith, my nigga, you know that we all great.
Don't have to try so hard, going against the breeze. Yeah, go control the scene, tell I go compete. I know good my fate take away some side. No matter what you mention, so put my little song ganga. Diamonds in the rough. Oh, Kanye boom yammer. Dala bam yate. Spabili samas. Pangele shaje. Finally shining. Jumping out the window, crash. Dropping on my Jimbo's pass. I'm gonna pay the pill on cat. Something but a big old ass. Rolling on the Jimbo slave. Baby, we can relocate. Rumble on the pillowcase. Stumble on kiss. Shows up on top of your bed. Down along spotted like soup. Time to call tables and serve. Young assistant double my food. 20 country lock on my grid. Travel on pretty up bed. Gonna go because I'm more good. Gonna go because I'm more good.
FM.
Got the gold medals, gold medals, gold medals, gold medals. Touchdown. I know we done hit a home run. God's time. I'm sure ain't no need to rush now. Touchdown. I know we done hit a home run. God's time. I'm sure ain't no need to rush now. Celebration to the nations. Fill this empty spot cause it was vacant. I was waiting, it took patience. Picked us up and gave us elevation. Shout out to the team, we making tries. Shout out to the ones dropping birdies from the sky. It's about time, we done got our shine. Pass the rock to HAZEY, alley-oop from the side. My only confession is able, I'm not even stressing. No stress, no stress, no stress. Bible on the dresser, counting on my blessings. Counting. Touchdown. I know we done hit a home run. God's time. I'm sure ain't no need to rush now. Touchdown. I know we done hit a home run. God's time. I'm sure ain't no need to rush now.
Yellow brick road on my way to the Emerald City. HAZEY took a couple L's, but you know the game ain't pretty. Pick yourself up, kid, you ain't got time for no pity. WWW, I pray the kids stay winning. Oh God, yeah. I celebrate all I knew. Loose strip with the ball in my hand, but HAZEY can't lose. Deliver me from all of my chains. I play by new rules. You can scope the swag in my step. This ain't the same dude. Free, more than I imagined I could ever be, God. So thank you for the love and thank you for the peace. Thank you. Cause I know that I'm blessed, I can scope the receipts. I can finally see, cause I'm finally free. Finally free, finally free, finally free.
Go medals, go medals, go medals. Go medals, go medals, go medals, go medals.
Welcome back, guys. It's your cheeky old star, Don Callier.
And your favorite Aunt Michele.
And this is Who Brunch on the 1873 FM radio station. Guys, as promised, obviously we're continuing this great show. We have Thomas HAZEY in the house.
Yo,
what's up,
people?
How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I'm good. I'm in good spirits. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
We're good. We're just finessing to your songs. We played Diamonds first, and then we played Touchdown. Now, before we get into all of that, please let us listeners know who Thomas HAZEY is. And yeah, can you explain these two tracks that we just played?
Yo, first of all, my name is Thomas HAZEY. I'm just a kid from Boxburg, the East Rand. So if you're in the East Rand, shout out to everybody in the East Rand. I make music. I'm just trying to inspire people to be more than what they see themselves to be in a world that's constantly just telling them they're not enough. So that's what those two songs actually meant, man. Touchdown and Diamonds. The songs that I wrote in particular just to motivate people when things get tough, to remind themselves of who they are and what they're capable of. And that, we all have our own journeys that we're going through, and eventually we got to make it. However we need to.
Yeah, we have to. You got to believe that, because if no one's thinking that, you got to. No, well, thanks for joining us on the show today. So obviously you're in our segment of creatives in lockdown during COVID, because that just came out of nowhere. And we just wanted to find out how you've been dealing with the pandemic and obviously the lockdown, and how has it affected you creatively?
Oh, man, the pandemic was a bummer in the sense that I had a lot of plans for the year creatively, just in terms of performances and collaborating with different spaces. So I had to quickly adjust to that reality. But in adjusting to that, a lot of things came out of that. So I was able to create more music because I wasn't spending time going out and performing and doing all the other things that eat up my time to be creative.
Yeah.
And it also afforded me the time to kind of step back and look at what I've been doing and actually assess if the impact that I want to have is actually, reflective of the work that I'm putting out, because you get so busy doing so many things when the year's going by that you don't actually take time to be like, yo, is the work doing what it needs to do?
Yeah.
So the pause allowed me to actually sit back and say, yo, are people digesting the music in the way that I want them to digest it?
Yeah.
And is it reaching the people I want that I want the music to reach?
Yeah.
So that's allowed me to at least come back stronger, which is why I made songs like Diamonds in that period, just to kind of recalibrate and realign myself with what I'm trying to do properly.
You really went in on Diamonds. I even had a video of me, I was in my feet. I was like, damn. I'll listen to it again. Yeah. So have you adapted to lockdown though?
I have. Now I'm back. I'm mobile. I've been shooting a few videos. So I'm kind of back into let's get back into the grind mode. But the period between March and July was really just me working on music at home and thinking through things and focusing on what I want to do next year and how I'm going to actually move myself if this continues to be the new normal for a prolonged time. So now that I've kind of got my headspace in the correct place and where I want to go from now onwards, I'm back into the mode of yo, let's work, let's do this, let's meet, let's get the ball running, because I can't stay stagnant forever.
That's good. And what do you think has been your biggest challenge during COVID and lockdown?
The biggest challenge, man, really, for me, I had planned, it's restructuring everything you had planned. You know what I mean? Because the year already started with so many promises that were meant to be fulfilled for me personally and my trajectory. And so it's been about, so what you thought was going to happen is no longer happening.
Yeah.
How do you now create new expectations so that you still have the drive to do what you need to do under the circumstances? So I think that's been the most challenging thing, to kind of like work within an environment of uncertainty. You know what I mean? Complete uncertainty. You know, it's not as predictable as life has been over the last few years. So that's the toughest challenge.
And what do you think you've enjoyed most about being in lockdown? Like, has it been just, you know, being in your room and writing again, or being in your own space?
The most beautiful part about lockdown actually for me has nothing to do with the music. It's just been being able to just see my family consistently and being around them and just, you know, playing games with them and you know, just connecting with people at a level that we don't normally connect with each other anymore because of how busy the world is.
Yes.
So for me, that's been the most important thing, to be like, yo, man, none of that stuff actually matters when I still have what I have with me right now. So it's allowed for me to keep my mind in the right place despite everything around me.
Did you do any, like, because I know a lot of people have been doing like self-care and all that. Did you do any of that during the lockdown too?
Oh, definitely. I'm all about self-care. I'm consistently reading, consistently just challenging myself to be better, to have a dynamic perspective on things. So I've done a lot of just observing more than anything, observing and absorbing and maneuvering myself within the midst of all of that. Just saying, oh, okay, this is what's happening and this is what's not happening. And so self-care is important, especially now, because life is about to get tougher than we've ever seen it be. So
yes, I'm not ready for that. You. So obviously, you know, there's been other creatives that have struggled. I'm sure. I mean, you have a lot of artist friends. What is something you could, like, you know, just tell them, you know, to enlighten them, to keep them going, especially mentally and like emotionally during this time? And actually, like how you said, we're coming out to this new normal. What's something you could tell them that maybe you've told yourself and now you can enlighten us?
Definitely, from the perspective of creatives, more than anything, the world needs us more than ever in a time like this. So I think this is not a moment to shy away from your talents, to shy away from the gifts that God has given you to share with the world. I think this is now actually the time where we have a voice that people want to hear, that want to be motivated by us. They want to experience joy and create memories around certain things. And so this is the perfect time for all of us as creators to step up and share what we have with the world, because people are now listening. And so if you're an artist, if you're creative, I recommend that you just go harder than you've ever gone, because now is the time. There's no better time than now. So, yeah.
And like Thomas HAZEY is this, guys. Like, I follow him, and just every time I go to your status, I'm like, I need some motivation. And I'm literally like, you give it every day. Oh, I love it. It's amazing. Do not stop it ever. I appreciate it. So, yeah, what is next for yourself? Tell us now that we're coming out of the pandemic. Are we seeing an album? Are we doing an EP? What is next for Thomas HAZEY?
I just recently released an album called Change, which is just an album about navigating change and keeping a strong mental mindset to kind of be ready for any and all things, because that's what life is going to bring to us, any and all things at a time that you are not expecting it. So I made an album called Change. It's out now, and I'm just trying to push that. But I'm working on visuals now. More than anything, visuals are coming from HAZEY, so people can get to see me, so that I can, you know, get my face out there. And I'm working on an album for next year. But for now, I'm just pushing the album I just dropped recently.
Okay, nice. Well, we can't wait to hear. And obviously, when you drop, because we want to go back into interviews again, we'll definitely have you on. You can come back, and hopefully you can be in studio and we can chat with you physically, and then talk more of, the music side. And just everyone gets to see Thomas HAZEY in the building.
Thank you guys for having me. I love what you guys are doing. I'm proud of you guys. So shout out, keep doing your thing.
Thank you so much. And we hope to see you. We'll be playing Diamonds and Touchdown again. Please tell everyone where they can find you, where they can find these songs. And just another outro, I guess.
Okay, Thomas HAZEY, THOMASHAZEY. That's Thomas HAZEY on all social media platforms. It's consistent: Facebook, Twitter. I'm on Twitch as well. So all social media platforms is Thomas HAZEY, and then the music is on all digital streaming platforms. So if it's Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, whatever you're using, YouTube, you can find all my music there. It's freely accessible. So please do the most and show some love, and please continue to support these ladies.
Yes,
what they're doing,
we definitely
and continue to just spread the word. So yeah, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Thomas. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you so much.
It cut out.
Right. Oh, it cut. Well, thanks to Thomas HAZEY for joining us. We really appreciate it. And you heard from him first that you can catch him everywhere on Spotify, Deezer, iTunes.
We'll be sharing it on our social.
Yes, we'll also be sharing it. And please go and listen to Diamonds and Touchdown, where we're playing Diamonds currently right now, just to end off the show. And thanks again to Thomas HAZEY and all our guests. Sisters Who Brunch out. Bye.